This week on Atlas Weekly, I got Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, and Dancing Baby Groot.
And I've got Conan, Red Sonja, Boombox, The Veil, The Return of Rat Queens, and Jupiter's Legacy, and one more thing. What is it? Oh, it's Star Wars, but not the one Jake's talking about. I'm going old school.
Hey, this is Matt Slade, Virginia Comic Con, and you are watching Atlas Weekly.
The biggest book of the week, and supposedly the best-selling comic book of all time before it even came out, is Star Wars #1. It's written by Jason Aaron and drawn by John Cassaday, and this book is fantastic. Taking place shortly after the events of Episode 4, this book feels like a movie. The characters sound like themselves, they're written so well. This book made me so happy and feel like a kid again in ways I didn't think I ever could. I can't say enough good things about this book. You gotta check it out. Also, we got a slew of variants for all tastes. Shield #2 is out this week with Miss Marvel guest starring. Also, we got plenty of #1, so you can still jump aboard. Spider-Verse #2 continues the trend of amazing anthologies featuring Spider-Man from various dimensions. This one is no exception. But there is some Spanish, so it's time to get bilingual. In Deadpool #40, the Roxxon Corporation and Deadpool team up to deliver a coloring book about the magic of gracking, which I'm going to make a jump here and assume is the Marvel equivalent of fracking, but with gamma radiation. This book is funny, and there's some guest stars, including Star Wars' own Jason Aaron. DC Comics and Scorpion want you to get over here and check out Mortal Kombat X #1, based on the story from the upcoming video game.
One of the more interesting things to come out this week is the Boombox mixtape. It features comics that you already love, like Lumberjanes, Midas Flesh, and Teen Dog, and then cool one-shot stories like Teen President and Punk Rock Grandma. It's a really awesome, oversized collection of stuff. Jake and I were fighting over it last night. It's so good. Check it out. Do you love Conan? Do you love Red Sonja? Do you wish they had an adventure together where they didn't refer to Conan as Caliban? Well, if so, Gail Simone's got an answer for you. It's Conan and Red Sonja #1. Fables fans may be a little sad right now with the series about to end. However, we've got Fables Wolf Among Us #1. It's based on the hit Telltale video game. If you play the game or haven't, you might want to check this one out. And now for the two you've been waiting for. Two indie darlings are finally back that people have been asking me for a long time. We've got a Rat Queens Braga Special #1, as well as Jupiter Legacy #5, which is the end of part 1 of this legacy. I've also got two excellent trades this week. The Veil Volume 1 is a really cool, dark, supernatural, demonic story by Greg Rucka that I missed when it first came out. This is a great way to get filled in on all the action. And if you're not sick of hearing us talk about Star Wars, there's some Star Wars out this week. But it's not the Star Wars #1 that Jake was talking about. It's the original Marvel Star Wars. In Star Wars, the original Marvel years, it collects the first 44 issues of this excellent series. If you've never read it, I highly recommend it. It features stories before the second movie came out, and they weren't sure what was going to happen, so they just kind of made it up. It's really cool. Check it out.
In trade news this week, we've got several releases. We're going to start with Avengers Time Runs Out Volume 1. This is the first collection of the Avengers and New Avengers issues leading in to this summer's Secret Wars. Kingsman: The Secret Service gets a re-release in paperback to get you pumped for the new movie with Colin Firth. It looks to be a good time. Oh, and did I mention Mark Millar wrote it? It's 1991 all over again. The first 16 issues of Deathlock's early 90s series are out in paperback. We got yet another big week in toys. Two of the coolest toys this week are the SH Figure Arts Injustice Batman and Joker. They're kind of tiny, but they're imported and glorious. The next figure in Funko's Fabrications line, which is basically slightly oversized pop figures but adorably plushy, is Chewbacca, and he's pretty cute. In pop news, we've got Malcolm Reynolds from Firefly. From Guardians of the Galaxy, we've got Dancing Baby Groot, Howard the Duck, and restocks of regular Groot, Gamora, and Rocket Raccoon. We've also got Baymax, both in nurse form and ready for action style. Funko continues to bring the awesome with the Reaction Aliens line. This one is chrome, and he can stick his tongue out, which is really all you want in an alien figure, isn't it? As for the signed copy of Grayson #2 by Tom King, our winner is Kayla. Come on down and pick it up. It'll be waiting for you behind the counter. As for the rest of you, keep watching, tweeting, and tagging for your chance to win as well. That's it for this week, guys, Star Wars. Be sure to check back next week, Star Wars, and also tweet us and all that jazz, Star Wars, and check these things out, Star Wars. Star Wars #1. R2-D2 made me laugh out loud a few times. Even C-3PO.
Alright.
DC Comics and Scorpion want you to get over here. Or I gotta go for the Scorpion voice better. DC Comics and Scorpion want you to get over. Oh, here. I gotta do the pull. DC Comics and Scorpion want you to get over here and check out Mortal Kombat X #1, based on the story from the upcoming video game.
Alright, we're rolling.
My main. However, and now for the two.
And Baymax, both in nurse form and action suit. They still call him Big. Alright. And Howard the Duck from Guardians of the I'll try that again. From Guardians of the Galaxy. And we've all. That's terrible. That's it for this week, guys, Star Wars. Be sure to check back next week, Star Wars, and also tweet us and all that jazz, Star Wars, and check these things out, Star Wars.